How's up, y'all? It's popping in Steve. About to react to another vid by Impressive. This one is titled Saweetie SLEPT with Chris Brown behind Quavo's back. Chris DRAGS Quavo. I just reacted to that diss track. It's over on my Patreon right now. I actually reacted to the first one as well that Chris put out against Quavo. And Quavo took the bait, responded. Bad idea because Chris came back much harder. So there's that. I already gave my thoughts. But let's hear what Impressive has to say. Let's watch.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Impressive channel. The feud between Chris Brown and Quavo is getting messier and messier. And I'm going to have to break this down. But before I do...
Y'all go support.
I said, get to play... Now back to the video. Let me get into this messy topic. I don't know what is in the air, but everybody seems like they're fighting. Now Quavo and Chris Brown's little feud has been going on for a couple of weeks now. And it all started when Chris Brown took a shot at Quavo in his song Free. And I did a whole breakdown on this. Apparently Chris Brown feels a way that Quavo was messing with one of his ex-girlfriends, Karrueche Tran. And Quavo did respond to Chris in his song Tender, and he bragged about bagging Karrueche and said that Chris puts his hands on women, and he also insinuated that Chris be snorting coke.
Poor Karrueche, she just minding her business.
Y'all gotta listen to that. That song is funny. But Chris Brown came back at Quavo. He dropped the song called Weakest Link, and I was gagging. First of all, how does Quavo allow Chris to out-rap him? Chris is a pop-locking artist.
Listen, I said this in the first reaction, okay, of the first track that Chris Brown dropped. I said, Quavo, it's probably not in your best interest to respond. That's what I did. I not say that, my patrons. I said it. And then, lo and behold, Quavo, hopped his rabbit ass out there and responded anyway. And it's like, brother.
R&B singer. Why on earth is Chris out-rapping these rappers? What on earth is going on? But let's get into these lyrics, because these lyrics
rappers are trash.
First of all, Chris made it clear that he ain't tender and he ain't one to play with. He's definitely about that life, and I believe him. He also said this: you the weakest link out of your clique. Let's keep it 100, igga. You F my ex-hoe, that's cool, but I don't give no F, little igga.
Impressive, please.
Your ex, when you was still with her, B, I'm up, little igga. They say revenge is sweet. Now think about that ish. Don't let that line go over your head. I just might sing about that ish. I had her feeling about that beat. There's something sweet about that ish.
Impressive, go to hell.
I got some tea about that beat.
Immediately.
But I ain't gonna speak about that ish.
Lord.
Oh my. Oh my. Now, Chris Brown was making it clear that he was talking about messing around with Saweetie while she was still with Quavo. I mean, he said sweet and tea, so he made sure that people caught it. He didn't want people to miss it, okay? And I don't know, this line does add more layers to this whole feud between Chris Brown and Quavo, because I thought Chris had an issue with Quavo all because he was still caught up over Karrueche. And I do still think that's the root of his problem. I do think he felt away when Quavo started dating his ex, Karrueche. But obviously this goes beyond the Karrueche factor. These two don't like each other, period, okay? They hate each other. And the fact that Chris Brown allegedly messed with Saweetie while she was still with Quavo is crazy. That's some crazy tea. And Saweetie responded by saying, let me go rewrite these Nani verses.
Girl.
So Saweetie is promoting her new song, Nani, and apparently she got some words from Chris.
Great.
Now, I don't know if she's going to go in on him or not. She might even deny the rumors, but I think she's just inserted herself in this to get promo for her new single. And I'm not mad at it, but I do think this...
I do appreciate going that route, though. I gotta respect it, because I always said these people need to hop in the booth instead of hopping on Twitter, so I can't, I can't say that she should do any different but get in the booth. The problem is I just don't. I don't want to have to hear this, and I'm going to be forced to listen. Like this is being forced upon me, her bad music, but I gotta listen if you taking shots at people. But Lord, this is coming from a selfish point of view, me saying you don't get in the booth, because I just don't.
Actually get very messy. I mean, it's already messy enough as it is. But I think Saweetie
her music is just
responding
painful
to
to
this
listen
kind of
to.
confirms these rumors, because if she stayed quiet, people would have speculated, but they
Gorgeous
wouldn't
girl,
have
though.
anything to go off of. But now that she kind of came out and responded to it, it does make her look a little guilty. And this is not the first guy that she was accused of cheating on Quavo with. It was alleged that she cheated on Quavo with his group member Offset, and this caused the Migos to break up. I don't know how true that is, but those rumors have been out there, and they still haven't been addressed by either
Quavo was
Saweetie
cheating
or
on
Offset.
her.
So I don't know. I think Saweetie might have to come out and dispel these rumors, because they're out here making her look messy, and all she be doing is minding her business. So I definitely want to hear what Saweetie has to say in her song Nani. Now back to the topic. Chris Brown also said this in his diss song: "Stop talking about beating girls. You was beating bees on the elevator. We seen them tapes. That's devastating." So he's referencing the whole scuffle that Quavo had with Saweetie on the elevator. He also said, "You doing bad. You a B. And your music trash. Fashion Week, they sat me next to your lame ass. And I was truly mad. All I kept thinking about was breaking your face, but I gave you a pass.
Oh my God.
You lucky I ain't want to F the money up, boy. I would have broke you in half."
Nah, boy.
Oh. Chris also said this, and this right here was foul, but this is what he
I already
said.
know what she about to say.
"Show me that I'm tender, B. Time to prove what you just said. R.I.P. Takeoff. He the only real one I got true respect. Crazy how when he died, everybody wished it was you instead." Oh my gosh, this is just diabolical. Diabolical. Like, that's just a mean thing to say. Like, come on, Chris. This was my reaction when I heard that. Oh. Chris washed Quavo. Quavo, I don't know how you're going to respond to this, because Chris sounds like he wants to fight. And I'm not talking about in songs. He wants to fight you, Quavo. So you better hope you don't run into him, because Christopher Maurice Brown ain't nothing to play with, child. Now, since we're talking about diss songs, let's talk about this mess.
But I do want to hear her
still
opinion.
has smoke for Kim Kardashian. In fact,
by the way, I react to this whole album on my Patreon as well, and I already gave my thoughts, my complete thoughts on this song in particular.
She dedicated a whole song to her called "Thank You, Amy."
A whole
and she purposely
song.
capitalized the letters K-I-M to spell out Kim. And she's still upset at the fact that Kim leaked that video call of her and Kanye talking about the Famous song. Now, just to give a backstory, Kanye said in his song Famous that he made Taylor famous. He said, "I made that be famous." And Kanye did make sure to get Taylor's permission to use her likeness and name in the song. And she agreed with it. She agreed with it. However, when she heard it, she didn't like the fact that he called her the B word. And from the way the media tried to spin the narrative, they made it seem as if Taylor knew nothing about the song, when in reality she did. And Kim leaked the video call of Taylor and Kanye to prove to the public that she was aware of the song. And after Kim exposed this, it did make Taylor look bad, and she got a lot of backlash. People were calling her a snake, and it affected her. She said this affected her psychologically. Even though it didn't do anything to hurt her career, it just affected her reputation. And you know, Taylor is very hypersensitive about her reputation. She's very serious about it. So she got upset, and to this day, she still hasn't forgiven Kim or Kanye for it. She called out Kim in the song "Thank You, Amy" and said, "There's a bronze spray tan statue of you and a plaque underneath it that threatens to push me down the stairs at our school." So she was kind of saying that Kim was like the high school bully who kept picking on her. She also said, "I don't think you changed much, and so I changed your name and any real defining clues. And one day your kid comes home singing a song that only us two know is about you." And she's actually referencing the TikTok video of Kim's daughter, North, dancing to Taylor's song "Shake It Off." And in the song it said, "Haters gonna hate, 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 hate." So basically Taylor was like, "Listen, that line is really about you, Kim, and your daughter doesn't even know it. She dancing to it like it's all good. But ain't nothing good around here because I still don't like you. I still don't trust you." So that's basically what Taylor had to say about Kim. Honestly, I think Taylor needs to let go. In the end, she did come out on top. So I don't think she needs to harp on this anymore. But see, Taylor wanted to add a little spice to the album. I mean, everybody is fighting right now. And Taylor was like, "Well, I want to be one of the girls fighting too." So she brought up her old feud with Kim. You know how it is. It's all for publicity. Anyway, tell me what y'all think about this.
Nah, she said, "I want to fight too." Oh, impressive. Cracks me up. So not only is she acting like she there, and she saw these things in person in 4K. But now she's assigning voices to these people. She got Taylor saying, okay, I still don't like you. And I want to fight too. Like, what? Girl, I already gave my thoughts about all of that. As far as this whole situation with Christopher, Maurice Brown, and Quavo, listen, Quavo. I just don't think you should continue to engage at this point. But yes, I gave my full thoughts already. It is what it is. We will see what happens, and we'll see what Saweetie does from here and what music she releases. Jesus. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see y'all on the next time. Bye!